Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We are live. We haven't done a live in ages, have we?
I know, it's been a while.
It's been a while, but we had to because we've got some really exciting news to share with you. Really, really exciting.
It's
so,
very, very good.
If you're joining us live, please do say hi down in the comments, or if you're on replay for that matter, do say hello. Love to see who you are, where you are in the world, and tuning in from, and all that sort of stuff. So, without further ado, we have some very, very exciting news. And have you any guesses, first of all? Has anyone got any guesses what it is? Any guesses?
Yeah,
any guesses?
drop your guesses
Drop
down
your
in the
guesses.
comments.
While I introduce who we are, drop your guesses down in the comments. My name's Rihanna Morgan. Everyone calls me Ree. You may know me from my main channel, Mummy of Four, or from this channel, which is Mummy of Four Does Disney, which is now beyond Disney as well. It's Mummy of Four Does Disney and more kind of thing. It's Mummy of Four Does Disney. Oh,
like magical, all the travel stuff, magical adventures.
Magical adventures. It's a work in progress, the name, but yeah, magical adventures with Mummy of Four, that kind of thing. I'm very aware my friend is doing something very odd. Anyway, this is Will, my Willopedia, who knows everything about theme parks, roller coasters, all things, and is a font of all knowledge. So, the announcement we have to share with you today is we have just become...
You want me to say it?
Go on then.
Merlin annual pass holders.
Yes, and in fact, not just Merlin annual pass holders, but if I press this button, it should change. Merlin annual pass collaborators. So we're really, really excited to be bringing you so much more in the way of UK travel and adventure as well. I don't want you to think that Disney's going anywhere, and I can't say anything about it now, but just tune in again. Like, we'll do another live and discuss that.
Stay here.
Stay tuned.
Soon.
Coming soon. So there's a lot more Disney to come. But I know that as much as we all love Disney, like it's so much more accessible for so many more of us to do things here in the UK. And we've done so much with Merlin in the last year. But even before that, I mean, we were Merlin annual pass holders when you were, well, it was pre-COVID, wasn't it? So if you look back on my main channel, there's quite a lot, we did quite a lot of trips and things. And we were Merlin annual pass holders before I started doing YouTube properly. As in, I started my channel in 2017, did about like 3 videos, and I was like, this is really hard with a newborn, and just totally shelved it, so it was totally dormant. And in fact, I've got a very nice full circle moment, a very exciting, our first trip as Merlin annual pass holders is very exciting, very full circle moment. Anyway, William, would you like to tell us a little bit about the Merlin annual pass, and I will show some that we're going to unbox.
All right. Where do I start though? Because there's so many different
You can start in the notes we made. That's a good idea.
I mean, location-wise.
All right,
there's so many different places you can go with the Merlin annual pass.
So Merlin annual pass, I have these notes here if you'd like
You've got the 4 resort theme parks: Alton Towers, Chestington, Legoland Windsor, and Thorp Park. Although Legoland's like the chain one, so does that count as a resort park? Whatever.
I take that because you can stay there.
Yeah, but by resort parks, it's more like the independent ones.
Okay, fair enough. Depends if you're going to get...
Yeah, because Legoland's worldwide. That's like everywhere.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And then there's also like Warwick Castle, Sea Life, Madame Tussauds, Shrek's Adventure in London.
And we've done so many of these recently. So this last 12 months alone, we've done a lot of Alton Towers, which we love. We've always loved Alton Towers, haven't we? Like, forever. I think, Alton Towers the place where you've got your love of theme parks and you were like, this is it for me. This is what I want to do with my life. I want to design roller coasters.
Yes.
So we've done lots of Alton Towers. We have also done some London Merlin attractions this year. So let me see, we did Sea Life, Shrek, and Madame Tussauds. All these now are included in the annual pass. So we can go to any of those as many times as you want. You just have to book them. We're going to discuss exactly how you do all that. And then recently in February, we did Warwick Castle, Sea Life Birmingham, Legoland Discovery Centre, and Cadbury's World, which is amazing. The vlog for that just went out, so if you haven't caught that yet, check that out. We've done Chestington before. We'll get back to that in a second. Let's just talk about the different levels of passes, and then we're going to reveal which ones we've been to, which ones you're excited to head back to. And in fact, let us know in the comments which ones you want us to go and vlog and film and take you there with us. But yeah, and I will come back to all of your comments then once we've told you some more stuff. So first of all, the different tiers of passes. Well, do you want to go through that?
Oh yeah,
you got
different tiers.
Notes in here?
Yes, I have.
There you go, darling. Here are your notes.
Okay.
Not that you know. I mean, you know this stuff.
I already know.
Go on then. Right. What are the 4 different levels of passes?
There's the Discovery Pass, which starts at £99 a person. That's like the if you want to go off peak, there's not really many benefits to that. That's just kind of like entry to the park type thing.
Yeah, and that would be there'd be a lot of blackout dates that you wouldn't be able to use your pass. So mostly, if you're going to go during term time and midweek, then that might be a good option for you.
Yes.
Because if that's all you're going to use it for, and you don't have kids, you're not, and you've got a job that allows you to be flexible for which days per week you work, then that'd be a really good option. Next one up.
Silver pass, which is like the next step up. You get a little card silver thing, yeah. The other one was blue, by the way.
Right, okay, blue one.
Yeah. That has less blackout dates. It's more like, I think you get to see some weekends, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there are more, like a lot of the key peak weekends and holidays would be blackout dates for those, but general
and
weekends.
Bank holidays as well, stuff like that.
General weekends, you're okay for there. Within the Silver Pass, you also get free parking, not included. Oh, there we go. Just reading this. No free parking in Silver.
I think it's 10% off like food and merchandise. The other ones are 20% if you go further up the tiers.
Okay.
So I'll get onto now.
Now we're on to
Segway.
La 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 Gold passes. So these
Which
are...
I think we've given it away.
We have. We've given it away. Gold passes are £249 per person. The blackout dates are minimal. So the blackout dates are sort of, it's not even all of the bank holidays, but it's key dates in the bank holiday. So it's like maybe you could go on the Saturday, but not the Sunday and the Monday of a bank holiday. But there are limited, I think that how many days is a black
With
dates?
Gold Pass, I think it's more like days like really close to Christmas and stuff. You can't go to places and stuff like that.
I will be doing, by the way, a more put together video that explains this in a more concise way, but I just kind of wanted to chat with you guys because we've got some exciting news in the trip coming up and I wanted to do this beforehand and I didn't have time to edit it because all the children are home for Easter. So and also it's nice to hang out with you guys. Right, so the gold passes, fewer blackout dates. There's free parking at most locations, which now originally we didn't have a higher up tier pass. This was years ago when we had annual passes, so it was pre 2019. I think we had annual passes and then we were doing some press trips and things, weren't we? So we didn't have the one with the free parking. We regretted it because we were like, if we'd spent a little bit more and had the free parking, that would have been really sensible. Because I think they chopped and changed the tiers around a little bit. But the fact that the gold has the free parking and 20% off your food and merch.
And also hotels.
And also
That's
hotels,
really
which we are going to talk about in a little bit. But yeah, the gold one, the discount on staying on site. I mean, there are other places you can stay, but I'm going to tell you what we've booked. So we've booked and paid for the accommodation for the trip we're doing, and I managed to get it cheaper than a Premier Inn. So that was good. So originally I had a Premier Inn.
But since we're like family of 5, it's like we have to get 2 rooms. That's why it's...
So it's really, it is, but that is a significant, that's a saving. So the discounts on the stays, free parking in most places, not many blackout dates. To be honest, the only blackout dates I saw with the gold were dates where I was like, do you know what's going to be so busy? I don't fancy it then anyway. There weren't any weekends that I was really keen on going that were blacked out. So not too worried about that. You do get share the fun tickets.
That's like discounts on bringing other people along with you who don't have the pass.
Like friends and family and things. So what you get when you get the pass, you get your actual physical passes, which I have blacked out, so I don't have panic, on a letter like this. And then the physical passes themselves, so this one will be mine, have got, if I just cover the barcodes and stuff, you've got to upload photos at the time of purchasing them. And then you also get this cute little box kit thing. I have heard a rumour, unboxing box. I have heard a rumour that they're changing the format. But I'm not sure I was supposed to say that, so strike that. But you did not hear it from me that apparently they may be improving this. So this would be, I didn't say, you didn't hear it from me, okay? But then this might be upgraded. Didn't hear it from me. Okay. This is the box, and it's like, ta-da! Look, you've got, so you can scan a QR code. If you want to scan that QR code, I'll just put it up there.
Scan it.
You can scan it.
Go get your own Merlin annual pass if you don't already have one.
You can
or if you
scan
want to
it. I think that's you've got your pass now. This is how you log in to do stuff.
Yeah, it's to get started, I think.
It's to get started. Scan QR code to get started is literally what it says. So inside the box, you've got your lanyard. While I'm unboxing this, Will, would you like to tell us about the platinum, which is the one up from this. So
Oh,
this,
yes, the platinum.
so bear in mind, this is $249 per person. They do sometimes have sales. I think we've just missed one. I think one just came to an end, but they do have them. But this is like the standard pricing. So this is $249. The platinum.
Platinum pass. It starts £299 a person. No block-out dates whatsoever, except for like Christmas Day, obviously. But
that
then
just means
everything's
it's shut.
closed.
Yeah,
so...
as long as the parks are open, you can go.
Yes. And then we got like free parking as the other ones. More share the fun tickets. Can't have enough of those. Enough of those. You can get like discounts on fast tracks and stuff. I mean, you could get that with the gold one, but
but you just get more of them.
Yeah, it's just like the ultimate tier. If you want to go like all the way to the top.
Yeah, and you don't want to.
It's also got a black color scheme as well, like a nice. What's it called?
I don't know. I don't know.
The colour.
Anyway, this is the annual pass, which is, we cover our faces, you'll see it. There we go. The annual pass, you get the lanyard, and you've also got this cute pull badge, which comes inside the box, and that can go onto the lanyard. The children have already started decorating their lanyards with pin badges that they have been collecting over the years at Merlin attractions, and it's just like it's a nice. They've got pinboards in their bedrooms, but it's nice to like have them on lanyards decorated. Now, one thing I have purchased, because does anyone remember back in Disneyland Paris flashback to the children had their disability cards in one of these, and you were all like this. You were just fiddling with them all the time. So if this is absolutely fine if you don't fiddle with it. Look, it's not going to fall out. If you're doing this, it's probably going to fall out. And you lot were like,
I mean, it did for Zara.
So I was literally on my way to the shop. I was like, look, you're going to lose that pass. Let me go and buy one of these thingies. On the way to the shop, we looked at our pass and it was gone. So I have purchased these on Amazon. I will go back and link them below or in the blog post or whatever. There we go. So I've bought those to add on to the lanyards because the children have also got... Here's some I prepared earlier, like a big feature presenter. The children have also got their, covering the information, their ride access pass. So these are the disability cards. We're going to talk through in a second how you book your park days, but then about accessibility for the Merlin annual pass and how you use it in the parks. But long story short, the kids need two things on their lanyards, which are jangling, by the way, because of all the pin badges.
Yes,
all the pin badges.
little collection of pin badges.
Covering
I think we have
face.
more, but they're like, I can't find them anymore.
I know, because I saw on an old, I've been looking for clips of the place we're going, which we're going to reveal in a second. And yeah, you had a lanyard absolutely covered in them. I do not know where that lanyard is. Anyway, this that comes with the annual passes is absolutely fine if you haven't got kids that fiddle, but these little zippy pocket things might be beneficial if you've got kids like mine that like to fiddle with things and lose things. So what's next we need to talk about? Right, so which one is right for you? Picking the pass that's right for you, that's literally going to depend on your family's needs. If you have got loads of flexibility, you're not bound by school times, one of the lower tier passes will be fine. If you have kids in school, or if you're a teacher or something and you're really stuck with school holidays, then the gold or the platinum are going to be the way to go. I think that's pretty much my guidance on that. I'm really chuffed with the gold ones and everything it's going to give us.
Although, if you want like just weekends, I think silver will do the trick because that does cover a lot of weekends. So.
As long as you're happy to avoid bank holidays, as long as you're happy for that. And I mean, if you live closer to the parks, that's going to make a difference for us. We have to stay away, really. We can't, I mean, technically we could, but it would be like a hellish day to drive to a park, do the park and drive back. Even just doing one night, like we always like to try and do 2 nights wherever possible to give us all a bit of breathing space. But if you live that much closer, then one of those lower tier passes might work for you. Okay, we're going to have a look at a few of the comments and then we're going to look at, in fact, very quickly, let's just go through how to buy your annual pass. We're going to look through the comments and then talk about where we're actually going to go. So how to buy your annual pass, you literally go to merlinannualpass.co.uk, choose your pass. You will need to upload photographs for each person, little square photos. They need to be in a JPEG format. So this is always awkward if you've got an iPhone and you have to send, if you upload it from your iPhone through the phone, it tends to work. But I also find this when we're checking into the Disney Cruise thing. If you send a phone from your iPhone to the computer, then it's in this Hayek or something format, and you have to reformat it as a JPEG, and it's a bit of a pain. So just be aware that you might have to do that. But if you do it directly from your phone, you probably won't have that issue. Choose the top pass type that you want, and you make sure you know which email address you are using to purchase the passes, because there is a little glitch that if you use one email address to purchase the passes and you try and log in with a different email address, some people have a little bit of an error when they're trying to book their park dates, and that can be a little bit of a pain, so just be aware of that. Then you go to the Merlin annual pass portal to log in using the email linked to your passes, and then you can add all of the passes. So I added we've got 6 passes, added all those on, and then we can book our dates from there. And then literally, I think we can book 3 dates per attraction at any one time. Is that right?
Which is actually quite good, because you could get all the major parts.
Yeah, so we could have 3 Alton, 3 Legoland, 3 Chestington, 3 Thorp,
Yeah,
so
if you wanted to do that.
You could book like your whole
You could have
year
yourself
of
set for a
trips,
couple of weeks. It's like...
You absolutely could. Okay, so very, very briefly, actually, the carers one. We're going to just go into the carers one because I know this affects a lot of people, and then we'll look through the comments and let you know where we're going. Okay, so the carers annual pass is for every person that purchases an annual pass. So say that qualifies, and their full details are on the Merlin annual pass website. I have got a blog post which I will link down below, which details all of this and links everything. But at the moment, if you just go to mummyoffour.com, it's literally top of my blog if you need to find the information before I link it. But basically, for every person that qualifies with a disability that has bought a pass, you are entitled to a carer's pass that goes with it at the same level. So if you've got a person with a disability that buys a gold, you can have a gold carer's. Person with a disability buys platinum. You get the picture. Mm-hmm. So what you do is, once you purchase the full pass first for the person with the disability, and then you go back in with those details, and then you apply for the carer's pass online, and it works just like a regular pass. And then you book the details you need you book the park days for the carer alongside the person with the disability, but the person with the disability has to be going in order for the carer's pass to be used. I hope all that makes sense. Please make if I'm not being clear or anything, let me know down in the comments. Okay, let's have a little look-see here on some. Katie says hi. Deb says hi from New Zealand. Hello. What time's it over there? Gosh. Lucy, hi. Wendy, hi. Amanda, hello. Lucy says Disney trip ? Not this time.
Yeah, not quite.
And not next weekend because we're busy, but probably do a live weekend over that, maybe. Yeah, we'll have a chat about that. Okay. Michelle says hi. Rian Wikipedia. Katie's guessing Disney Cruise Line. Not correct for this one. So Amanda says, I know. Amanda says Cruise the Adventure, California. Wendy says, have you been to Thorp Park yet? Right.
I really want to go.
Not yet. Okay, so this is what we're about to talk about, where we've been and where we're going. Not yet. We're very excited. Steventon Greech family said Chestington's got 2 areas are closed at the moment. I know. Well, they're working on, is it Minecraft Land?
That's very, very highly rumoured, and the other area is rumoured Paw Patrol.
Which you're not as excited for as Minecraft, to be fair.
Well, yeah. But
little baby Will would have been excited for Paw Patrol.
But I saw in the concept art there was something about mind bands. So like Magic Band type technology, Super Mario,
that would be good.
Type technology.
That would be good.
That'd be really cool.
Jenny said, morning Will and Ray, I'm very excited. Heading on my first Disney cruise on the Fanti this summer. Oh, which one are you going on? Let us know in the comments. Which sailing? And Will's quite excited for the progress of Universal UK. Obviously.
Oh yes, definitely.
Good morning from Scotland, Shauna, and your thoughts on UK Universal. Well, we'll get to that at the end, I think, because we will. Perhaps we'll do a separate live about that, actually, because that's probably a deep dive you want to do.
That is quite
right. That's a deep dive. We're going to park that.
We can do a brief overview, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that you're going to want to talk about quite a lot.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So where we've been and where we are going. So, as you know, we've done quite a lot of Alton Towers. I can confirm we are going back to Alton Towers quite soon. But that's not the trip that I booked initially. The next trip we're going on, I booked provisionally, and it's quite difficult because I'm self-employed and so is my husband. So I like the flexibility of booking trips where you've got the option to change them, and it's quite nice that we can go into the portal with the tickets, book the tickets, and then be like, okay, is that when we're going to do it? And then if not, change it. And obviously bear in mind with the carers tickets aspect, so we haven't got carers tickets, we've just got normal annual passes because we are working with Merlin Annual Pass as collaborators, which is very exciting, which means we're just able to bring you a lot more theme parky goodness. Is theme parky a word? It is now. I said
Sure.
Sure, why not? So we also have to book in advance the ride access pass, which is called slightly different things. So it's ride access pass in Alton Towers. In some of the parks further down south, it's Reserve and Ride?
Reserve and Ride for Chestington. It's Q-Bot and Legoland.
Yeah.
And,
in effect, it's for people who struggle to queue for various reasons, such as autism, for example.
Well, actually, Reserve and Ride's the main fast track. But it's I think it's still RAP. It just runs under the Reserve and Ride program.
Okay. What we are going to do, as you know, if you've seen the Alton Towers vlogs, is make sure that we're sharing how all of that works. But in essence, you do need to book the Reserve and Ride or RAP or Ride Access Pass or whatever you want to call it. You need to book it when you're booking your theme park ticket. So what I did was I booked this particular thing as soon as our passes arrived, and I booked the Ride Access Pass, and it's coming up very soon, isn't it? It's coming up very soon. I'm actually gonna have to pack later. And I booked Chestington because why Will? There's a couple of reasons I want to go back there.
Chestington, one of my biggest regrets
of your entire life.
Yes, actually, yes.
Will, of 13 years of being alive, Chestington, one of Will's biggest regrets.
Dragon's Fury.
Has anyone got a violin? We're going to need a violin for this bit. Okay, so picture this. A young boy. It was 2018. Yeah, so we still had annual passes. It was the summer of 2018. He looked at Dragon's Fury and thought, no, I'm too scared. It was the first and last time he ever did that. And then we went back, because we had annual passes, we went back in the February of 2019.
But what I didn't know was winter maintenance was a thing. So
yeah, so we booked that.
Things were closed.
We still had a nice time, and the kids were very little. But Vampire, which is a big coaster, which recently celebrated 35th birthday.
Yeah,
you'd really enjoyed that one. That was closed. Belle and Zara were far too little to go on any of this stuff. They were tiny. And you thought you were going to brave Dragon's Fury, but it was shut because it was like the winter season. And I got some very sad clips of him going, Mummy, I wish everything was open. He was so tiny, he was so cute. So obviously we're going to go back and you want to ride that coaster.
Yes, definitely.
Because it's very similar looking to Spinball Wizard.
Yes, I think it's just a bit taller.
Okay.
And maybe a bit faster.
Yes, quite possibly. So we must have gone to Chestington and then gone to Alton Towers later that year I think we were there for October with our annual passes. This was before I was vlogging, by the way, because the Chestington also was a very full circle moment for me, because it was while we're in Chestington, very bizarrely, on the Gruffalo River ride. So it's February of 2019, we're on the Gruffalo River ride, and I'm filming the children. And I thought, do you know what, I could put this on YouTube because you guys liked watching ride walkthroughs. Do you know? Like POVs, ride POVs. So I thought I could just put this on YouTube. And I was like, do you know what? If I could do that, why not? I'll just buy a camera and do 3 videos a week. How hard can it be?
Done.
I mean, turned out quite hard. But I bought a camera, literally. I got on the John Lewis website on my phone on the way home, ordered a camera, and the rest is history. I've literally been doing 3 videos a week, at least 3 videos a week, since 2019, February 2019 then. I've been doing it the whole time. So, Chestington, we're going back there. So I didn't actually vlog Chestington. I have vlogged Legoland. I've got Legoland vlogs. The children are tiny in those if you want to go back and watch those. Obviously, we've got lots of Alton Towers vlogs. We've never been to Thorp Park yet. Now, one of the reasons we've avoided it is up until recently, you would have been the only one tall enough to go on anything. Dylan, who has got an annual pass with us, is not a coaster head. He's like Daddy, isn't he? He's like a bit ahead of the coasters.
Yeah.
Does Daddy and Dylan like to have their feet on the ground? But yeah, so Bella would now be tall enough for most things. Zara is still going to be on the short side. So we're going to skip and avoid doing multiple days there. But I think perhaps what we'll do later in the summer is maybe we will stay one place and then do like a Thorp Park, a Legoland and a Chestington.
Because I think the main reason I want to go there is Hyperia.
I just think it would be mean to do multiple days there if there's a lot that Zara can't do. And generally what we like to do is go and stay in one place. And this is really good if you've got kids, but specifically if you've got neurodiverse kids. If you allow more than one theme park day and you get there and something's closed, the weather's rubbish, someone has a meltdown, whatever happens, you've got that extra day and it really takes the pressure off. So Chestington, we're actually going to be there for 3 days. So it's going to be a part travel day, part park day, a full park day, and then part park day and travel home. Luckily, the English and the Welsh holidays are kind of weird, as in they're not there at the same time. So hopefully it'll be a bit quieter when we're there. But what I was getting to, so initially I just booked a Premier Inn, as I often do, just on one of those flexi things, so you can change it. So it wouldn't have actually cost us anything to change or move the dates, because as you say, myself and my husband are both self-employed, so things change around. So we would have been able to just cancel our park days through the Merlin portal, and I'd booked the kind that was flexible. So it cost a little bit more, but it was flexible. So I thought, well, let's have a little look on the Chestington website. We'll have a little look-see here.
Yeah, type.
So type. And what you do is you've got to go through the Merlin annual pass hotel booking portal, and you have to add in your pass number in order to even get in and access the prices. But I've managed to get on site in Chestington in a room that looks really cool, actually, because it's got like a double bed and then like a separate kids area. I've managed to get that for cheaper than a Premier Inn, which is amazing, like amazing. So really excited for that. We've been to Chestington a good few times, but it was a really long time ago. And you know, so what's new in Chestington that you're looking forward to?
Mandrel Mayhem.
Okay, that's new.
That's new for. Oh, it was new for 2023. It was like 2 years old now.
Okay, new for us. Fair.
But basically, how do I? It's got like a really long title of stuff. It's a suspended. When is this?
Wing. Do you say the wing?
Yeah, it says the wing suspended shuttle boomerang. Well,
shuttle. So it's boomerang because it goes forward and then goes back.
Something like that.
Okay. And one thing actually I'm really, really pleased about Chestington, so Zara's still quite petite for her age. I think by the time you were Zara's age, you were taller, and so was Bella.
Yeah.
But Zara is still under 130 centimetres, hence why there's one coaster in Thorp Park that's 130 centimetres and all the rest are
1.3 somehow.
She's not actually tall enough for that yet. So she's quite little, but there is, how many rides in Chestington can she not do?
Just the one, just Rattlesnake.
So that's really good. So if you've got kids who are younger or vertically challenged, like Zara, then, you know, Chestington's a really good option from that point of view.
Yes, because you can experience potentially your first inversion, because Mandrel Mayhem is a 1.2 and that has a corkscrew.
So Zara's going to go.
And also you do that twice because you go backwards as well. So
hang on, we're going to go. So it's a wing coaster that also takes you forwards and backwards and upside down. Yeah.
And it does like a little helix around the Jaguar statue, because I recently watched the Jumanji movie, and that was like, so the Jaguar statue, there was like a jewel and they had to put it back in the Jaguar statue. And that's how that...
Is that the new Jumanji movie, not the Robin Williams one?
Yeah, the new one,
right.
yeah.
I have to watch that. I don't actually know what that's all about. So the kids are all super excited for that. What else are we excited for in Chestington? I'm looking forward to going back on the Gruffalo, because I feel that's very full circle for me.
Yeah, Gruffalo.
Oh, yeah, I know. There are some very funny videos of Zara that I found that I will put into the vlog for you to see, and Bella actually, where they're just all around Chestington and they're going like, hey girls, look at the sea lions, hey girls, look at this, and they're like, I want to go on the Gruffalo. They're just over and over and over again, I want to go on the Gruffalo, I want to go on the Gruffalo, constantly. So I'm going to make them go on the Gruffalo because they keep asking so much.
Yeah.
Any other things you're excited for?
Vampire. I want to experience it.
Well, neither of the girls have been on that. We used to have to go off and do Mummy and William roller coaster time because Dylan didn't like it and the girls were too short. Now it's just Mummy and all of you roller coaster time, even if I'm too scared to go because Daddy won't take you. So I got to. I've got to say though, you do make me brave. Making me do this stuff pushes me out of my comfort zone and makes me brave. So we've got that one booked. I have already penciled in a Legoland as well. I haven't sorted out accommodation for that yet. I haven't booked in a Thorp Park yet, but I was thinking maybe later in the summer we'd do that little trilogy of them.
Yeah, that sounds
I think
like
that
a
would be good.
idea.
That would be very good. Which has been your favourite of the Merlin attractions that we've done so far? Other than Alton Towers, obviously love Alton Towers. Of the like gateway, they call them gateway attractions. Like basically not the main parks, the sort of the like the Cadbury's Worlds and the Warwicks and that kind of stuff. So which ones of those have you enjoyed?
I liked Warwick Castle and Cadbury World the most, I think.
They were epic, to be fair. I was pleasantly surprised with by Madame Tussauds. There was a lot more there. I think you think of Madame Tussauds like, some wax statues, but it was really impressive. And I was
which trip are we talking about?
Well, any of them. Just any of the Merlin stuff that we've done. Basically any of the places you can go with your annual pass.
Yeah. Alton Towers definitely.
Well, obviously, I knew you were going to say that. That's why I was like, other than Alton Towers, which is the obvious for you. So that's they've been our favourites, definitely. I've really enjoyed, Sea Life I enjoyed more than I thought I would as well. But Cadbury's World was definitely one of my favourites. That vlog went out on Thursday. I loved that. That was really, really good. And they had like a really good, the ride in Cadbury's World was very similar to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
And Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
And Remy, with the kind of trackless element. But then also with the shooting, which is more like Buzz or, what's the one in Hollywood Studios? Toy Story Mania. Yeah, so it was like a mash together of those. It was really cool. Really liked that.
Yeah.
Right, so Michelle says, wishes she was brave to do roller coasters. Well, it's when you don't have a choice, you become brave by default. Danny says, hi, bonjour. Hopefully going to Turkey in July. Fingers crossed. Have fun. Excited, happy to see more UK and Disney holiday trips soon. Well, that's the thing. I think it's nice to do a little bit of a balance. I think it's nice to have some things that can be accessible. And if you're living a bit more centrally in England, these are day trips that you could do. So Michelle says, need to go back to Chestington. Quite easy to get from London. Yeah, you're in London, aren't you? Yeah. So yeah, exactly. It's easy peasy. If you're living that neck of the woods, these are easy day things for you to do. Jenny's going on the 5-night Spain cruise. Ooh.
Sounds good.
Is the Carers Pass a physical pass now, or is it still on your phone? We haven't physically got Carers passes. I believe you get sent a pass. But just to add, because I haven't added this, hang on, can I do this and then not show? Hang on, can I like cover the? Hang on, there you go. Basically, it's on like an Apple Pay thing. I'm trying not to like expose all of my credit cards to the internet, but if you've got Apple Pay, I'm assuming if you've got like an Android version as well. And when you're 13, you can have Apple Pay. So you've got your Merlin annual pass also on your phone, haven't you? So if you don't have it on your lanyard. So you don't physically have to wear your lanyard if you don't want to.
I have Apple Pay now. So
yeah, that's what I mean. So now you've got Apple Pay, you've got your Merlin annual pass on your phone. Yeah. The other thing you can do, of course, is you can just take photos, like screenshots of the barcode things that could be kind of scanned in and things. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of this stuff coming your way. Really, really excited to do Chestington. I am actually really curious about Thorp Park. I think it's going to be a proper thrill seeker one. I'll be spending the whole day going, why can't you take Daddy on these? I'm so scared.
Also, Flying Fish is the most thrilling of them all.
Which one's Flying Fish?
The junior coaster.
Oh, wow. Okay, fine. I don't actually remember Flying Fish. It's clearly I blacked that one out.
I think it's different. I think it used to have a different theme, if I'm not mistaken.
I remember there was like an elephant one.
Elephants.
There was an elephant one that went round and round in Chestington.
Oh, in Chestington.
Oh, in Chestington. I thought we were in Chestington. There we go. What I know.
It's Carousel?
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, the elephant. Yeah, that's rethemed to Elmer's Flying Jumbos now.
There we go. No, so it was in a long time since we've done Chestington, so we'll be glad to explore it all and give you hotel tours as well. Hotel tours, room tours, and so if we haven't got any further questions, have we got any further questions we haven't responded to? I think that's...
Wait, let's just...
Oh, anything else we were supposed to cover? Was there other stuff we wanted to say?
Accessibility.
We've said about accessibility. Basically, this has been very hashed together just because we're excited and want to share it with you, but I will put together some like quite sensible resources for you that'll take you through step by step.
We talked about Merlin hotel stays.
Yes, I did. I'm pleasantly surprised at how... hang on. Whether it's worth doing... Yeah, basically, so we were just saying about, that's the other thing. What is it actually worth getting a Merlin annual pass? If you're only ever going to go to one attraction the whole year, probably not. If you're going to go twice or 3 times, then yes, it probably is. And I think the thing I didn't really talk about was the discount, actually. Taking the hotel out of it, because maybe you're closer by, maybe you can drive and just go home in the night. the amount that we end up spending when we go as 5 or 6 of us to theme parks on food, if you take 20% off that, that's massive, and that's our meals. So, and if we're away, then you can't exactly just like go home for dinner, can you? So you're having your lunchtime meal and your evening meal out. So that's a massive saving, and it's for you guys. I mean, merch is more like bought out of your pocket money, isn't it? So you guys have pocket money on a Monzo card, and we.
Speaking of merch,
I
want to get some Chestington merch, definitely.
You definitely do want to get some Chestington merch, don't you? What's it going to be?
Probably something either Mandrill Mayhem or Dragon's Fury, I reckon.
Dragon's Fury that was the one that got away.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's just like massive regret. So like when you're going to get to. Hang on. Jenny says, you'll be fine on the coast at Thorp Park. Rio took my niece off, she finished GCSEs, hadn't done any big coasters, she won every single one. Oh, there we go. Excellent. I'll be taking my second niece and taking my first 2 now. She's in the summer. I'm so excited to read Hyperia for the first time. Hyperia's the one that's 1.3, but it's the tallest and the scariest of all.
Tallest and fastest. But Walking Dead the ride is a 1.4, and that's literally a family coaster with a horror overlay.
Well, I don't know.
So it's so confusing.
It's to do with bars, isn't it? It's to do with whether you're going to slip out, surely. I don't know. When William is older and has done his roller coaster designing course and is a roller coaster designer, he can come back and explain to us why the different rides are different.
It's still funny though, because like
I guess. Anyway, tune in again for our next live, which will be a non-UK trip announcement. Wink, wink. And look out for the Chestington vlogs that are coming very soon. If you're inside of my Magical Adventures Club, which is still hosted inside of Patreon, but is just being sort of rebranded, had a little bit of a facelift. Then all of the early release vlogs and things will be in there. There's lots of kind of behind the scenes videos and things, planners and things to help you plan your trip. You can check out my planner store. I will be using my Organised Mini Break Planner to plan our trips. It's actually what I'm about to go and do next, actually. I've got this is like a blank one, but I plan out all our outfit planning on there, and then I head to packing checklists on here and final checklist, and then we do day by day planning. The kids have been writing out in here somewhere about exactly what they want to do each day, so that's all very exciting. Yeah, so I guess I better go and pack.
Sounds about right.
There we go. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a wonderful Easter Saturday. I hope the Easter Bunny brings you loads of Easter eggs tomorrow, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.